Hello, fellow Murdlers. Today is Thursday, February 29th, 2024. It's Leap Day, and it's a great day to solve a murder. Today we have the mystery of the murder beneath a literal red flag. We have 3 4x4 grids with 4 suspects, 4 weapons in 4 locations. Remember, each suspect can only have 1 weapon in 1 location. Today our suspects are Lord Lavender, Deacon Verdigris, President Amaranth, and Sister Lapis. And the weapons we're dealing with today, we've got a sack full of golf balls, a golf club, a deck of marrow cards, and a first place trophy. The locations today are the 18th hole, the dining hall, the tennis courts, and the caddy shack. We do just have clues and evidence today, no statements. You can tell because we've got this one red clue here at the bottom. This tells us something about today's murder. In this case, it's that the golf instructor's body was found beneath a literal red flag. So we don't yet know exactly what that is, so let's go up to our clues real quickly. And I'm just gonna come up to locations. I see a flag here, let's check it out. Sure enough, the 18th hole waving a red flag, so that is our location for the murder. Of course, we still need to figure out the who and the how, but for now we can go ahead and mark the where. All right, so next let's go through our evidence. So we're starting out with an either or clue. I typically skip these until I have more information, so I'm going to go on to the next one. A red hair was found on the tennis courts. So the tennis courts is shown by this ball, tennis ball icon. And let's look at our suspects. Gray hair, red hair, and brown hair. All right, so we know that President Amaranth was on the tennis courts, so we can go ahead and mark him in there. Great. And mark that off here. That also means we know that President Amaranth was not our killer today, but we still need to figure out who was. Whoever was in the caddy shack was right-handed. So let's flip through our cards again here. Right-handed for Lord Lavender, left-handed for Deacon Verdigris, right-handed for President Amaranth, and right-handed for Sister Lapis. Now we already know, sorry, what was that? Yeah, right-handed. Okay, great. Okay, so we already know where President Amaranth was. So we know that President Amaranth, even though they're right-handed, that's not where they were, right? Because we know that we've already located them at the tennis courts. So we do have one left-handed person, Deacon Verdigris, but both Lord Lavender and Sister Lapis are right-handed. So we know that it was one of those two. And let's see, so all we can say with certainty here is that Deacon Verdigris was not in the caddy shack, which is this little house icon. And so it's between these two. One of them was in the caddy shack. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and close this out for now, even though we still have to kind of find the deterministic clue here. Let's see. First place trophy was certainly not in the dining hall. Today's a lot of exclusion clues. Those can be kind of hard, but hopefully we'll be able to make it through. Okay, Sister Lapis was found outdoors. Okay, so let's take a look at the caddy shack. The caddy shack is indoors. So that means Sister Lapis was not at the caddy shack. That means that, let's see. Yes, so that means that Lord Lavender was at the caddy shack. So that leaves 2 possible locations for Sister Lapis. She was found outdoors. Of those remaining 2, the dining hall is indoors. Oh, Sister Lapis is our murderer today. So I'm going to go ahead and mark her off. She was at the 18th hole, which means Deacon Verdigris must have been at the dining hall. So we have our grid filled out here for suspects and locations. We know where everyone was, and we know the identity of our murderer. It's Sister Lapis today. So let me go ahead and mark her in. Alrighty. We also now know that Deacon Verdigris could not have had the first place trophy, so we're going to mark that there. And then we know that the golf balls were either in the caddy shack or the tennis courts. So we've got the sack of golf balls here. I'm going to go ahead and mark question marks for these. So it's either this one or the tennis courts. So we can mark X's here because it has to be one of these two. All right. Sister Lapis was found outdoors. That's going to be like the clue for today. That gave us a lot of information. All right, we get a fingerprint clue. I love these. So we're going to compare this fingerprint up top to these four below. Okay, we've got Lord Lavender. You can see kind of like this reverse question mark, or kind of looks like a Van Gogh ear. I don't know, maybe that's too on the nose, but but we've got this little reverse question mark thing here. So Lord Lavender is our guy, found on a golf club. So this is great because now we know that Lord Lavender did not have the sack of golf balls. So we can go ahead and mark him off there. Mark President Amaranth as the proud owner of a sack of golf balls. Mark these out here. And of course, Lord Lavender had a golf club. Oh boy, we've got our solve. Great. Okay, and the trophy, it was not in the dining room. It must have been with Sister Lapis on the 18th hole. So we've got all of our information. I'm going to keep filling out the grid because I like it. I'm just waiting for the day when somebody trolls me in the comments being like, just stop filling out the grid. All right, so we've got our full grid. We've got Sister Lapis with the first place trophy on the 18th hole. I don't know if this is right or not. I think it is. Let's check it out. Were we right? All right, we were right. We did it. Okay, thanks so much for following along. I hope this was a helpful walkthrough for you, and we'll see you tomorrow.